Ready to do battle between the Portland RiverHogs and the Detroit Lions. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. Sidesteps him at the 35. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Faking the give. Now Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson rolling to his right. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Come back. Do jet.
Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson Dixon, and down he goes. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A 2nd down throw now for Kaiser. And he comes back with one complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles. And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Black 22! Black 22!
To throw is Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And now running right through it. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Flex round! Flex round!
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw is Kaiser. Going deep here for Parker. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Kaiser sheds off the tackle, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. That'll bring up second down.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. To the air again, Kaiser. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are in for 6. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Green, the line. Green, the line. Richmond.
Watson now going to run the option right. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he works free. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. Touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. play fake. Kaiser. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ohio!
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. A big play on third down for the Lions. 47 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
3rd and long for Kaiser. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Richmond!
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Richmond!
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Play action now. Kaiser. That's in Joker over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action. Kaiser. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. This will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, Kaiser. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. second down, Kaiser. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Kaiser now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On play action, Kaiser. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. After the run, Watson going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. Give him 14 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Another carry now for Gurley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Green the line! Green the line! Switch! Tiger! Two jet!
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right back to him on first down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Kaiser now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Kaiser again. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Ohio!
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Lutz puts this one through. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again they run with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now this time he'll look to throw. Forced out to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time, This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Reset. Come back.
Watson off play action. Flushed out right. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Richmond.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quan Alexander not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They run. It's Gurley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. What a spin. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here now the offense heading back out there. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second down, here's Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Down! Green, they're down! Green, they're down!
Faking the give. Now Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Down! Black 22! Black 22! Richmond!
To throw on second is Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Reset!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Time for a break. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. We're back to see what happens after this. This is taken around the 12. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So here come the Lions now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Back to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Lutz now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Lions, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.